Yo, Honeycut, shouldn't we be working with the turtles of this Earth?
I am afraid you have been exposed too much to the turtles of other universes. I do not want this experience to make you change your future life decisions.
We understand that, Professor. But this is their Earth, and this the lair of their enemies. If we're gonna blow up the Technodrome, I feel they should be present.
They have helped us enough. I do not want to put more people in danger. Boop.
How much time will we get after we activate the self-destruct mechanism?
We will have 10 minutes, but that will be more than enough, as all we need to do is activate the new dimensional gateway that is key to my specific brain patterns.
I'm still unsure if that was a good idea.
Creating another gateway that could fall into the hands of the enemy would be the worst idea. It's the same with this Technodrome. Having this treasure chest of Dimension X technology at the ready is an invitation to disaster.
So we are finally going back to our Earth?
Yes, we will be back to Earth 84, and will face the consequences of my mistakes.
Professor Honeycut!
Professor, can you hear us? Oh no, he damaged his head.
Can't we move him to a placeholder robot or something?
I'm afraid not, April. Professor Honeycut is technically not a robot. He used to be humanoid from the planet Duhunib. He was pressured to work on a transmat device for the Human Federation Army to give them an advantage in their war against the Triceraton Republic.
Transmat
As a machine that can teleport objects or beings across the universe and dimensions. Which sounds amazing, but the professor is a pacifist and didn't feel right about creating a device that could kill millions. In any case, he was also working on a mental wave, a device that would allow him to use mind over matter. With his helmet, he was able to communicate telepathically with his worker robot, Sal. During an electrical storm, and while his mind was connected to Sal, a lightning hit both Sal and Honeycut, killing the professor's body and transferring his human mind into the robot. The army, believing he was killed by a robot, sent their troops after him, and that's how he became a fugitive android.
Why didn't he explain what happened?
Because this was ideal for the army. See, Honeycut didn't want to create the transmat device. But now that he was in a robot body, he had no rights and could be captured and forced to create whatever they pleased. The other side of the conflict, the Triceratons, also heard about the transmat and started looking for him as well. Lucky him, we crossed paths and helped each other.
Guys? We have visuals.
Whoa! We have intruders!
Those are not normal intruders. For whatever normal intruders at the Earth's core could be, those are...
Heck yeah! Triceratons!
But they look different. These aren't the Triceratons we fought before.
No, they're clearly the ones from this universe.
Even better! Maybe these Triceratons will be tougher than the ones we fought before. This is gonna be fun!
Dudes, if we get out of this alive, we should really make friends with a vet psychiatrist to treat this complete PSYCHO.
Well, let's get out of here right now.
I'm afraid that's not going to be possible. The dimensional gateway is key to the Fugitoid's brain patterns. He has to be awake for us to escape. Don't fall asleep, Professor. We don't know if your memory can survive you being turned off. Whatever you do, remember yourself into existence!
You asked for my presence?
Yes. Thank you for being here on such a short notice.
You would have come earlier had you known why you were summoned here.
I am afraid I have no clue.
And that is the problem, Professor. You see, we identified 3 rogue Utroms from other universes, putting our future endeavors in danger.
From other universes? How can that affect us?
What Del Prado is trying to say is that these Utroms have the technology to jump to this universe's Earth. And since we do have plans in the future to establish a base there to do more scientific research,
We would acquire an unsavory reputation if these Utroms acted as our first public contact with the Earthlings.
Oh, I see. But what do I have to do with this?
These 3 Utroms have technology to jump universes. The technology that was created by you, Professor.
I never gave my technology to Utroms of other universes. Boop.
You did. On one of your scientific explorations of Universe 7.
12.
7. You had a ship malfunction and abandoned it before you jumped back. That ship was found by the Krang, and the universe hopping device fell in the hands of one Baxter Stockman, who fashioned it subsequently into a portable gateway.
Blimey!
We understand you didn't do this on purpose, but with this technology, Baxter met another rogue Utrom from Universe 87 named Krang, and he convinced him to make an alliance with a criminal organization of 2 other Earths and moved their operations to Earth 84, taking one of the Krang with them.
Oh, blimey!
You will understand our concern, as Krang has met another rogue Utrom in the past, named Chirel, who once had this kind of technology in his hands and almost destroyed the multiverse, starting with the Prime Universe.
Oh, blimey!
Now, Professor, we really appreciate all the work you do for the Utroms, but this is the second time one of your creations puts millions of lives in danger. I am not talking about your transmat. I am talking about your mental wave, putting you in a more dangerous situation that almost forced you to give the Triceratons the technology they needed to conquer the universe.
Don't be so harsh, Del Prado.
No, Pasquale. He has to be held accountable for his mistakes. His actions are too reckless.
I assure you, I want nothing else but to fix my mistakes.
Well, I just want to warn you. This is a serious matter. You became famous for being a fugitive android. I hope you understand there will be no place to run to if you complicate things again.
I understand. And I am so sorry.
You know you are a jerk, right?
Guys, we won't be able to escape.
What do you mean, Leonardo?
See these 4 monitors? They're Triceratons coming from all 4 corners of the Technodrome. This chamber is right in the middle.
Boy, sounds like putting the main control room in the center was a bad strategy, wasn't it?
Well, we need to give April enough time to fix the Fugitoid. Each one of us will have to take care of a section. By himself.
Finally, some action! I hope these Triceratons got tougher.
Actually, I am worried about that. Since these are not the same Triceratons we fought before, that means they probably don't know about Professor Honeycutt. Which means...
They are not interested in capturing him alive. Gotcha.
I'll defend April and Fugitoid if any of you fail. But please, don't fail.
I am afraid all of this is my fault. I will definitely be doing time for this.
Don't say that, Professor. This is Shirel's doings.
No, I made a huge mistake. See, you did destroy the Sword of Tengu. So I created a new one with a powerful beacon that could lure Jirel out of the shadows, triggering the sensors in his body armor. This was my plan to capture him.
Well, that sounds like it was a terrible idea.
It was, in ways you cannot imagine. While this decoy sword is less lethal, it is still made from Utrom materials, and it is quite powerful. I wasn't thinking that the beacon would be powerful enough to reach Krang from Universe 87, and that they would get their hands on it.
Wow, Professor, you're usually smarter than this.
Maybe the Fugitoid from this universe is smarter than me. Or maybe I am going senile. If that is possible in a robot body. The pressure from fixing my mistakes is making me reckless.
Come on, Professor, there must be a way to fix this.
Well, so far my plan was working. Since Krang hired a mercenary from another universe, I recruited that mercenary's enemy to spy on him. Well, 4 versions of that person named Nightwing. He managed to deliver the rogue Krang to me. And he managed to interrogate Baxter. He discovered that no one was aware that Krang hired the Deathstroke character. Which makes me think he will betray the Shredders and their clan.
Why am I not surprised? So, is that a good thing?
Perhaps. Now we know that we can ally ourselves with the ones that will be wronged by Krang. Most specifically, the Foot Clan. And I believe you just met the ones that will.
Bruce? Oh, no! That traitor is the reason we lost the sword.
The Nightwings have been following him and his squad. And from what I heard, I could see a bit of myself in him.
Really? Wait, you mean your reflection in his mask?
Raph, what is happening? Oh man, Raph is not answering.
Oh no, the Triceratons are destroying the cameras.
That door should hold them for a little while. Oh no! Professor Honeycutt! Are you?
He looks like he is...
Shut down.
Wait, the emergency light system. Maybe we can jumpstart him. His lights are improving. I can hear him working again.
This is too much stress. Come on, Professor. If you can hear us, we just need your brain patterns to take us out of here. Stay alive. Do not let your memory flush down.
You made a huge mistake.
No, wait! He is... a friend.
A friend? He looks like Whiteware.
Yes. I was helping him when I got injured in that fight against Deathstroke.
So that is what happened?
I'm afraid we couldn't be of much help, Professor Honeycutt. He took us down, forced us into going back to our universes. It seems like he found a way of getting rid of the turtles, and then we couldn't get back to that Earth anymore. Looks like a dimensional barrier is up.
That is what I gathered as well. Seems like the device is being powered by the sword of Tengu I made. Judging by the strong beacon it emits, the Utroms will surely lock me up for ruining their image.
Well, we can give you refuge at Titan's Tower, Professor. We would be honored to have you working for us. Or maybe he could live at the Batcave, huh? You could make him a bat droid or something.
We already have Harold and a Bat Hound.
Oh, blimey. Now he knows I made the sword. Why didn't I just die at Dunib?
Do not die on me, Professor. We are very close to fixing you right now.
I'm afraid we're not that close.
Wait, was that thing counting down before?
What thing? Oh, that's the self-destruct mechanism. It must have been activated when we took the power to jumpstart Honeycutt.
What? Then we have less than 10 minutes now?
I mean, it's not like we can escape right now. Man, if only we had a multicellular chip condenser.
Like the one on the southeast section of the Technodrome?
Yes, there are a lot of those there, but we won't be able to get one on time.
Well, this is your lucky day.
April! You are my hero! Wait, why did you have this in your pocket?
No reason.
April, have you been taking things that are not yours?
We were going to blow up the whole place. I need you to get off my back right now, okay?
Jeez.
Beep. Why didn't I just die at Tunib? Boop.
Professor, are you okay?
What happened? He just talked.
I think he's having problems trying to stay conscious. Don't worry, Professor. We're really close to fixing you.
Donatello, I won't make it. I shouldn't make it. I think it would be much better if you just let me die.
That is not a freaking option right now.
You pests! I upgraded this Technodrome. You have no right to have it.
Well, upgraded or not, we are not letting this war machine fall in the wrong hands.
It will happen, and then everyone will hate the U-Dromes. And I will get my revenge on everybody!
Oh, what have I done?
April, take Honeycutt to safety. He is too distracting to have around.
Oh, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to.
April!
There must be a way for me to help right now.
I hate to be this blunt, Professor, but right now I need you to stay safe while we fix your mess, okay? This may be handy in the fight. I don't know. Fight back, Professor. You wanted to help us. Well, help us by not dying. Heck, you were asking why you didn't die back then. Maybe this is why. Maybe you were meant to help us now. To fix your wrongs.
Beep.
Honeycutt?
Help!
Now, that was a wild ride. 4 out of 5 stars for now.
Guys, come back! Fugitoid's back online! I think he is, right?
I am indeed, and I'm sorry for this inconvenience.
Great! And, guys, we've just a couple of minutes left before the self-destruction. Isn't that piece supposed to be inside Fugitoid?
I'm sure we will find out where it was supposed to be. Eventually.
Goodbye.
April, that antique store you had, you didn't pick them up from the trash, did you?
Man, I am already feeling withdrawal effects from beating up Triceratons.
You know, Raph, maybe we should take some time apart until you're through with this psycho phase you're going through right now.
So much time has been lost. It has been 3 months since Chirel escaped to this Earth.
What is your plan now, Professor?
It is time for me to take a more active hand in this matter. I have been asking others to fight my fights, but this is all my fault. It wasn't memories that kept me in existence. It was my guilt. Now there are 2 evil Utroms in this Earth, and I am really worried that something may have happened to our potential allies.
You shouldn't have deactivated that machine!
I didn't deactivate the machine.
Then who did?
I know who did it. It was...
It was JC!
Do you have dungeons here?
Yeah, we got some in the basement, bro.
Put Krang under lock and key. You work for me now. Master, can I call you Master Shredder? It's good to see that you made it into our Earth. This clan needs a great leader, but there is still the issue with the turtles. I should take a squad to Earth A and take care of them. Oh. Elite, throw this garbage to the dumpster. From now on, whoever wants to quit or betray this clan will leave through the dumpster. Elite, take the talking footbot for reformatting. I prefer them silent.
I love you, Chet, but we need to do this silently. Why are you even rescuing this piece of junk? He's like a son to me. I gave him a conscience with good intentions. I don't want my creation to fall into the wrong hands, you know? I don't want intelligent footbots to be used as weapons against us. What about Ernie? He probably escaped by now.
Where did his body go?
I am sorry, General, but the mission to recover the upgraded Technodrome has been a failure.
How?
It seems like they found some opposition inside. The whole thing blew up.
So many advanced resources lost. Well, I doubt Krang will spend one more day without his Technodrome. Ask our guys in Dimension X to keep an eye on Trag and Granitor. I want to know if there's a new Technodrome in the works. And the moment we get our hands on it, we will take the multiverse unopposed.